When you told me to meet you at the foot of Yonge Street, I expected a boardroom at the Harbor Castle.
Oh, well, everyone wants to do these multimedia presentations. I thought it'd be nice to look at the real thing.
You're going to kidnap me off to the Great North. You could have at least given me a chance to pack bug repellent.
It was built by my great-granddad. He owned as far as the eye can see.
And now?
I can see farther than he could. The old bugger used to sit up there, watching us kids skinny dip off the end of the dock, pointing out the belugas.
It's beautiful. Phil, I work weekdays.
You see that building? It ruins my horizon. I want you to buy it for me.
Oh. So this is a business trip.
Rhonda Sada, please remove your rings. Stretch forth your hands. Open them. Bring them together. Benjamin, may I present you with the parchment by which you will unchain your wife, Rhonda, from you. In front of these witnesses and before God, please place the get into your wife's hands.
This is your get. And by it, you're divorced from me and permitted to marry any other man. Rhonda.
It's a sad time for all of us, but properly dealt with in the eyes of God.
See you around, Rabbi.
This is your father's keeper. What kind of statement are you making? Benjamin!
Let's go, Grant.
I'm sick. Oh, my stomach hurts. I can't breathe.
Well, maybe that's because you're sleeping under 100 pounds of crap. Being the odd man. Yep, they got that right.
It's odd man out. It's about how to get women to fall in love with you.
Well, you're lovesick, Grant.
How do you know?
There's first year Harvard. I fell in love with this girl.
Hello?
French Renaissance literature. I was biz admin. There was this other guy. Spanish rhetoric. I didn't stand a chance. Anyway, the best thing is to get up and face the world.
I gotta go to work?
10 million Deutschmarks capped at 05.
Selling lots of 50 yen to Fed D, asking 25 krona to cross.
Marty, the comics is
BLT on Brown, pork bellies after breakfast. Prince Edward Island 30. Seems like they're thinking about bridge toll again.
Race with the R, you know, we should borrow to buy.
What the hell is that?
Rabbi Kirschenbaum, no, you can't be here.
No rabbis on the floor. I don't have priests. Chris doesn't. What are you, Chris, a druid?
You can't ask me that, and I don't have to answer.
Rabbi, it's actually against the law for you to be on the floor.
All of a sudden, you're Moses with the law, but you turn your back on your faith. Benjamin, as a Jew, you have a precious heritage of tradition. What would your father say?
Rabbi, I went to synagogue for Rhonda's sake. I am now divorced in the eyes of God. I see no reason to continue to be a hypocrite.
Seidel,
See, I've got to get to work.
Your father, Oliver Shulam, was captain of the Harvard playground team.
What's softball got to do with Temple?
The Goyish team chased our boys all the way up Bathurst Street, screaming, "Kill the kikes! Kill the kikes!"
So,
then!
But your father, as captain of the team, led all the other boys to shul.
So?
So they went home proud. Not mad, not scared, proud.
Yeah, well, people aren't so crazy rough anymore.
Seidelman, get your ass back in your chair and squeeze some blood money out of the goddamn Italians. Excuse me, Father.
I want to see you in synagogue Saturday morning.
I'm not coming.
Remember your responsibility as a Jew.
I'm not coming.
Oh, well, I'll have the draft financial instruments drawn up for your review this afternoon. Thank you. The man hates your guts.
My grandfather ran off with his mother.
Oh.
It made for bad blood between the Bellinghams and the Hogans. I've been trying to get that cement factory out of him for 20 years.
All he needed was someone to agree that you were a son of a bitch, and the deal was done. I may have promised him something we can't deliver. I told him he'd have the papers this afternoon.
I'll go get him.
No.
No. You stay. I booked you for the whole day.
The deal's virtually done.
I'd like you to stay. Please.
Okay.
Fern will get you anything you want, and I'll be back in an hour.
Right.
We wrote code for Lilith, you know, goddess of damnation this year. Lambaster 1, son of Lambaster, and Lambaster 3.
Well, we can't call those assets unless you created them from the ground up.
Look, no one creates anything from scratch anymore.
Yeah, well, whoever made the templates is going to come after you for the piece of the profit.
The only assets you can pitch to potential investors are ones you own outright, free and clear.
Look, we have over 180 hours of television in our library.
Okay.
You got anything in the works?
Sort of Care Bears meets Are You Afraid of the Dark? Kids TV. You know, and we have this great new process. Skin tone.
Check this out.
You know how computer-generated graphics always look so fake, you know, skin-wise?
Yeah, I hate that.
Wow. Now that, my friends, is computer-generated all the way.
This is a definite asset.
Yeah, well, the problem is that Dynamorph, they got their hands on the template.
How?
You had some big meeting with them and they sucked the idea out of your head?
Yeah, and sent me out the door with a Dynamorph baseball cap.
You have any proof about this?
They're introducing my new skin process at the beginning of next year. I gave them the data. Listen, if you take me public, you know, I can finish the program, you know, and I can sue Dynamorph. Please?
Seidelman, where are we on those PEI munis?
You believe in predestination, Mark?
If you mean are we predestined to possess those PEI munis, the answer is yes.
Ever think about God?
I yell his name out from time to time. It's the trader's form of prayer.
You know, I come from pious people. My father made sure that I could read the Haggadah and the Halakha in Hebrew by the time I was 16.
Well, never underestimate the value of a second language.
You know, how could I explain my life to my father?
Tell him we're the clowns who follow the horses in a parade with a shovel laying bets when the manure falls.
You know, that's a very pessimistic view.
I'm a clown with a shovel in a parade. That's my life.
You're a bond salesman with a phone following Prince Edward Island. No more religious discussion. This is the Church of Money, and I am the Pope.
If you put them in the order of drop-off, Chris first, then Marty. No, that's Benny, not Chris. And then Benny, then Marty.
She's fine.
Marty,
This is fine.
and then because he doesn't like to be last, and then Benny,
and
then Benny,
There, fine.
and then Benny.
There, that's good.
So Benny.
That's
then Benny?
fine. Whatever that grant.
Okay, yeah. So Benny.
Okay, and what do I do with the paper? Oh, God.
Jeez, Grant, I got it there. That's fine. Sorry about that.
Oh, fine. So.
She liked it. You told me. Yeah, it's itchy. Like,
Feels like a tag. You see it? Is there something sticking in my neck?
No, there's nothing in there.
Okay.
What's the shekel doing?
3/8 in Frankfurt.
Mark, I'm going to buy 10 million euro MTNs. I'd short the shekel if I were you.
How about a Nagila? Come on. Have a Nagila.
Want to tell me why you're buying Israeli bonds, Benny?
Yeah, well, they're trading at a spread 50 beeps higher than the Canadas.
I know the party line.
Yeah, hedging against US 30, spread narrows when the peace agreement is signed. Boom! Me!
No, wait, out of the pennies.
Hey, that's mine. That's mine. Whoa!
You get a whiff of that left bank eroding, I want you the hell out of there. You know what I'm talking about?
Left bank's in Paris, Marty. You mean the West Bank.
Hey, do you get on Chris when he's sitting on a pile of rand? Huh? Do you? Or do you get on Ziggy when she puts these stupid lemon rinds on the cups?
The lemon tang complements the coffee.
But you know, a little Jewish guy buys a few Israeli bonds.
Anybody with a homeland, I'd be all over them too.
Oh, really?
Let me fix that for you, Mr. Seidelman.
Yeah. Oh, so really, you think anybody?
Love gulps. That's what you got. It's the same I had with French Renaissance girl. It's Anne, isn't it?
What should I do?
Well, you gotta tell her how you feel.
Was that what you did? What about the Spanish rhetorician?
Yeah, well, he got the girl, but you know what? At least no one died. It's Romeo and Juliet.
Who?
Star-crossed lovers lived in Verona. Families hated each other. Grant, you know, I always thought that if Paris had gone after Juliet in Act 1, Scene 4, instead of Act 4, Scene 1, the whole tragedy would have been averted.
It's a play.
Well, yeah, Anne's Juliet, you're Paris. But it's still Act 1.
I'm up against Romeo?
Oh, can I help you?
Oh, I'm from the Weatherly Hospital. Blood drive week? There was a memo?
Oh.
No gurneys on my floor, ladies. Bad for morale.
It's the blood drive.
Yeah, right over there. Cookies and juice can stay with me, though.
Well, what on earth are you being so overcautious about? Oh, my naughty boy. Biting the hand that elects him. What would you have me do?
You understand the implications?
Friend or foe?
Friend.
Blatant insider trading, conflict of interest? I don't know. Do we want such a moron for a friend?
Can we keep the friend and lose the problem?
If that's what you want.
Yes.
Baby.
Dump the bonds, Benny.
Huh?
Why?
If this was serious peace talk stuff, they'd be holed up in the Oval Office.
Guy waves like the Queen of England.
Come on, quit fiddly farting around with this MTM stuff and just do some real work.
Hey, come on. Those two schmoes shake hands. I'm rolling.
PEI Munis. Now, Benny.
Don't worry, it happens to a lot of people.
What are you doing here?
But you wanted me to come here.
I expected a manila envelope, not a senior colleague.
That's the best cure for air sickness.
Thanks.
Thought we could use an extra pair of hands.
To buy one lousy cement factory?
Bellingham was the last holdout on this shore.
You want the other one too, huh?
You want the entire St. Lawrence Seaway?
Ziggy, thanks for coming.
Did I do something wrong?
No, not at all. I'm just having problems with this new program here. See, I just don't know how to get into the trust account.
What is it you want to do?
Well, you're no longer a secretary or a trading floor trainee, I wouldn't presume.
Oh, well, I'll just use one that's open.
Okay.
Benny?
Benny, fine.
Okay. Control 1.
Uh-huh.
Return. And F1.
Control F1.
Right, backslash.
Yeah.
Right there.
All right.
So then you hit directory.
Okay, there.
There you go.
Great. Good. Is something wrong?
No, I'm just surprised.
Huh.
Are you sure you don't want me to?
No. Oh, no, that's fine. Great.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Pleasure, Mr. Benny.
Okay.
Any guy who wants to buy the St. Lawrence Seaway is compensating for something, if you get my meaning.
He wants to move forward before legislation making the Seaway non-profit is pushed through.
Selling the moon. It's unregulated.
It's a valid concern for someone with an interest in the Seaway.
It's not a body of water that he has his eye on.
It's an obvious test. He wants to see us in action.
It won't cost us anything to do a feasibility study.
Well, you work for Phil Hoagland, you'll never have to pick up any other clients.
What do you call it when you hate to see butt kissing?
Anti-suckolophobia.
Did you forget that Marty told you to get rid of your Israeli bonds?
No, I disagreed with the suggestion.
So how do I know what's a suggestion and what's an order? Because his voice was like an order?
Sometimes an order's an order, and sometimes it's negotiable. You'll learn soon enough.
Do you have any other conditions I should know about?
Of course.
Of course.
Brent. Anne, do you mind if I,
No, go ahead. Nothing like constant interruption to hone your powers of concentration.
What do you think of this?
Wow, that's... The skin, it looks like skin.
Great. Oh, thanks.
This Romeo guy?
Yeah.
Did he ever tell Juliet how he felt?
Yeah. You know, he shimmied up her balcony. No, you can do that sort of thing when you're 15. Maybe you should just ask her over for dinner.
Okay, you're done. Should be right back. Sit down, roll up your sleeves, yada, yada, yada.
You brought up in any religion?
No, not really.
I'm a Jew. Well, at least I used to be. I figure the best way to worship God or whatever is to live right. I mean, everything else is just superstition. You do what you can. For instance, I just took a long position on Israel. And in some ways, it's just as good as going to shul. A Euro MTNs.
You're holding on to crappy bonds to avoid going to synagogue?
Marty wanted me to get rid of them, but I decided to go with a higher power.
Oh, Benny. Religion and work do not mix.
Okay, lie back, Mr. Siegelman.
Seidelman.
Seidelman.
If Arafat and Netanyahu would just shake hands.
Lie back, Mr. Seidelman. Other way.
Oh. You know, there's different ways to honor your faith. So, Annie, in, huh? Come on. Want to buy some Israeli bonds for your mutual fund?
Well, no. See, buying bonds is not a spiritual act for me. Euro MTNs aren't even financially uplifting.
We come to my house for dinner tonight?
Ooh, it's kind of short notice.
It's still Act 1.
Sure, okay.
I made a map of different routes. This is the most scenic, trees and stuff. This one's the fastest, except if you're on a skateboard.
What? I'll take a cab.
You're supposed to give blood for those, you know.
Arafat walked away.
Short the shekel, my people!
Maybe you just had to go to the bathroom or something.
Euro MTN bond market's dying.
It'll rise again.
Oh, that's a very Christian sentiment.
You are an ignorant asshole.
Mr. Seidelman, you should sell your bonds, sir.
Decaf espresso? Screw the lemon wedge.
Sometimes I faint when the needle comes out.
We'll just put our head between our knees. Hold this. Good. Oh, deep breaths. Oh, I've got a juice. Should be in here, but that loud man insisted. Okay. All right.
It's okay, I'm all right.
Jack, would you consider having a drink with me?
Sure.
Maybe tomorrow night we can give it a try.
Tomorrow's great.
The St. Lawrence Seaway stretches almost 4,000 kilometers from the Gulf of St. Lawrence to Duluth, Minnesota, encompassing 250,000 kilometers of navigable waters.
Mr. Teicher, it's not so much the facts I need.
Since 1959, 2 billion tons of materials have been carried to a value of $350 billion. And that's in U.S. currency.
Do you turn a profit?
We have in the last 2 years. It took us 15 years to crack that profit.
And grain continues to outperform steel trucking.
Well, we tried to raise the tolls on steel. The Americans didn't like that. And we got to run this seaway together.
Lock improvements?
Ms. Ross, are you people kicking the tires on my seaway?
Trying to get a sense of the profit potential.
Profit.
All's well with the fund, I trust?
I put the quarterly report on your desk. We're well diversified, strong returns, and I'm speculating in cobalt.
Good. Hey, you've set up a blind trust, have you not?
Yeah, well, you're not considering setting up one for yourself, are you?
I wish I'd done it years ago. Ow!
I'm having trouble finding a vein, Mr. Cunningham.
Well, I was just wondering if it was possible that a trust might have been set up and then misplaced for a year or two. Oh, why don't you just use a hatchet?
I'm sorry, sir. There we go.
Well, it is possible that Cedric Ross had have set one up for you and then died before, he could register it. That's something the OSC would understand. Do you want me to do it?
No. No, just making conversation while my life's blood's being drained away.
More foie gras?
Oh.
No, thanks.
I thought there'd be more people here.
I forgot to ask whether you were allergic to macaroni.
I don't think macaroni's one of those allergy type of foods, Grant.
Is it semolina macaroni?
Surprise!
Yes, certainly is. Hello.
Oh, I am allergic to semolina macaroni.
Well, let's check that out then. Can you excuse us for a moment, please? What is Ziggy doing here?
Oh, I thought I'd watch what you did, sort of copy it. Watch me what? Well, you like her.
You should be recycling this, okay?
It has semolina.
Oh. Oh, I'll be happy with salad.
Salad.
I'll take care of the salad. You go talk to Anne.
What's going on?
Where's Grant?
Well, he just ran into the bathroom, gulping. Please tell me my worst fears aren't being realized.
I don't feel very comfortable in this position.
Uncross your legs.
That works.
I feel really bad being the only one not helping in the kitchen.
No. You're the guest of honor. You should be sipping Chablis and reclining.
Oh. May I use your phone?
Yes, by all means.
Tell me something about yourself. Your favorite color.
I'll
Red.
meet you in
Privacy.
What's your favorite color?
I don't have a favorite color. I like to crumple floor.
Tan. Well, I wasn't sure if you'd recognize my voice. Very funny.
Everything okay?
Yeah, it's great. Thank you. Shit. I need you to save me.
Save you? Save you from what?
Excuse me.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it'll take me about an hour, okay? Yeah, okay, bye.
He's been Phil Hoagland's financial advisor for over 8 years.
Did you tell him that purchasing the Seaway will gobble up most of Hoagland's capital?
Yes, I also told him about the operating expense of $85 million a year.
What'd he say?
He says when Phil Hoagland tells you to do something, you do it.
Oh, boy, he's a real free thinker, huh?
What if Adam's right? What if it's a test?
We'll kick his ass up around his ears.
If it is a test, how do we pass it? By having the smarts to come up with a way for Phil to buy the Seaway, or having the guts to tell him it's impossible?
I think you gotta ask yourself why it's so important for you to pass this test.
It shows, huh? Who else will ever give us the opportunity to affect history?
We affect history all the time. We just never had Napoleon for a client. I got a friend in a jam.
Okay, Anne. You see a woman beating up a man. Do you do anything to stop it?
I don't know. Is she yelling, "Stop drinking away the rent money, you bastard"?
The card doesn't say. Scruples doesn't have qualifiers.
Oh, qualifiers. What's that got to do with life?
Grant, you see someone about to jump off a bridge. What do you say to them?
I say stop. There are people who love you who will be sad.
Siggy, you're on a team and you see your teammate cheating. Do you tell the coach?
No.
I have something really important to tell you.
It's not
I
the
think
time.
cheating taints the whole thing.
Well, that's good. I like that too.
What if the cheater said you were sorry?
Hey.
You said the cheater was a she.
Jack, macaroni?
No, thanks.
Your pregnant wife is
It's a
due at
school night, you know? Thanks for the salad.
Do you need a ride home or anything?
Sure.
I would offer to give you a ride home. I don't drive.
You want a ride?
That would be great. Thank you. And thanks for a wonderful evening.
Wait, I have to tell you something.
No, you don't.
Grant, it's important to wait for the perfect time and place for this sort of thing.
I love you.
No, Grant.
I've always loved you. I'll love you forever. I think that you should love me too. That way nobody has to die.
Oh, no, he means, that's a reference to Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, could we have some privacy, please? Grant, do you know the wonderful guy speech? Well, I tell you that you're a wonderful guy and that I love you too. Just not in a romantic kind of way.
Well, the
Did you hear what I said? I'm sorry, Grant. I'm really, really sorry.
Couldn't we try?
It's not like catching a bus.
Paris never had a chance against Romeo, did he?
Do you want to come up?
I feel like I just got nailed with a sucker punch.
Ow.
Hello? Yo! In here.
Man. Hey, what's the big hoo-ha?
Sit down.
Cool.
It's driving a girl home. It's a very nice girl. It's a girl I like very much, and I get a call from a lawyer at Dynamorph.
So what? That's not good. What?
They're suing you for $40 million.
Ow. What? Because of this?
Look, you are the chairman of a company. You're not some Gen X brat, all right?
Actually, I'm Gen Y. You're a Gen Xer. It's kind of funny, though, isn't it?
$40 million worth?
Where you going?
Good morning, people! Selling lots of 5,000 BC 30s, snapping up Louisiana 10s. Why? Because there seems to be another maximum security facility being built in the old bayou.
Mr. Stevens, would you say that you're the coach of this team?
Coach, general manager, owner, star player.
And biggest fan.
Settlement, what's your intentions?
You asked Chris his plan?
Chris made $3 million shorting the shekel yesterday. He can play lambaster for all I care.
Buying Louisiana 10s.
That's all.
Yeah.
Bester, would you mind grabbing me a bond trader's index for me, Ann?
Send the coffee girl.
No, she's training. Studying that bizarre symbiosis between soybeans and silver, you know. Holy Mary, Mother of God.
I can't afford it. Never heard that before.
I'm saying the return doesn't justify the outlay. Cut the numbers any way you want. There's no profit in the deal. Oh, you're just seeing how much running around I'll do for you?
No, it's not that. Suppose I told you that I don't care about profit.
You'd have to question the point of this exercise.
I want to reclaim the Seaway.
Reclaim it for who?
For my grandkids, other people's grandkids. So they can skinny dip and fish off the end of their docks.
Oh, so you hired me to make the world safe for cottagers.
I'm sick of petitioning bureaucrats about enforcing their own damn standards. I own the Seaway. I can force people to clean up their act.
Someday the beluga will nose its way back to your door?
A little fringe benefit, that'd be nice. Crazy, huh? It's bigger than money. It's a gift.
Hey.
You told that guy no.
Somewhat modified the parameters of the deal. Huh. Get out of the wrong side of bed this morning?
Oh, yeah.
Something happened? You wanna go somewhere? Have a coffee? Or...
Uh-oh. This looks serious.
Adam, you can't just go in and create a blind trust and backdate it. There have to be correlative documents, paper trail, tracing the performance of the stocks during the time of the blind trust. Faith will definitely find this on her next quarterly sweep.
That would be most unfortunate.
Well, I can fix this for you if you want.
In exchange for what?
Consideration down the line.
You realize how sensitive this is?
Well, I'm your girl for secrets.
I'd be extremely grateful.
I froze the account, Benny.
What?
I could smell those bonds stinking up your computer from across the room.
I bought those bonds because I thought there was a real chance for peace in the Middle East. Yeah, you know, I endure anti-Semitic remarks from my colleague here.
Deutschmark looks good today.
Oh, yeah, and a coffee girl rooting around in my accounts and scrutiny from the pit boss that I haven't seen in 20 years.
See? This is why rabbis and holy men of all persuasions are cast from the trading floor. They sow confusion. Yea, verily, in the fields in which we laboreth.
This isn't right.
Render unto Caesar and et cetera, and et cetera. And there's something about mammals in there, too.
That would be mammon, Marty.
The point being that the spiritual and financial twain meeteth not on my trading floor. You're looking for good deeds? Find a leper colony. You want to be a good Jew? Go to synagogue. Want to be a good trader? Get rid of the bonds.
Grant, you have a caffeine intolerance. You can't have chocolate.
Well, maybe I just need a pick-me-up.
Well, when you feel that way, you just call me.
Because we're friends.
Yeah. And friends stay together longer than lovers.
It's not a very cheerful thought.
No.
Friends.
This guy's like a teenager. I felt like grounding him.
What do you want to do?
Cancel the deal.
Okay.
Yeah, but I thought you'd have a better idea. You know, if we don't help them, who will? That sort of thing.
Just do whatever you want to do.
Of course, we could deal with the lawsuit up front to acknowledge the fact these guys should be making skin, not running a company. Offer to take enough stock so that we can manage them. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do with her.
You gonna make me talk to your back?
You shut up because you were feeling sick, right?
Jack, first of all, I have this under control.
You're a junkie, Ann. You're already dead.
So where would he make his money back?
That's not his first priority.
So you found a way for him to buy the St. Lawrence Seaway.
And the structures that feed into it. He's thinking big, we have to think bigger.
What's that?
It's a long-term plan to buy up all the failing shipping and holding facilities in the Great Lakes.
My God.
Starting with Lake Erie, stateside, with an upswing in steel productivity in the Ohio Basin, and the settled labor disputes in the Detroit auto plants, these facilities will serve the world again.
Very ambitious.
Ambitious? It's a pipe dream.
You like history, Adam? Here's some in the making.
This would make Phil Hoagland the transportation king of the world.
Or bankrupt. You created this, he's probably going to want you to run it.
Yeah, this deal would consume our resources for the conceivable future. We'd be the bank of Phil Hoagland.
Isn't that what you want, Adam?
Well, as you say, it is history.
Jack?
Do we have to do this today?
I'm afraid so.
Well, oh, God, I don't know.
It's up to you.
Are you thinking about giving blood? There aren't any cookies left, but you will get a button. Save a life.
I can't.
Once you own the facilities, you can do whatever the hell you want with them.
I love this. I know you could do it. Let's go with it.
I'm not interested.
Why not?
Because, as grand as it might be, I just don't want to spend my life pursuing someone else's dream.
You got me my horizon. What are you doing?
Versus skinny dipping. Then, the fishing!
And then the belugas will come.
Looking for something in particular?
World peace? And a hip to rest my hand on when I sleep?
Well, these things are beyond my purview, Benjamin.
How about my father's yarmulke?
Ich bin sehr zufrieden, was du hast gekommen zurecht.
I'm glad to be back.
Larkin.
I'm not dead yet. I'm not dead yet, Jack. I just need some help. I've got a place in rehab, and I have my bags all packed, and I'm ready to go. And, are you there? you listening to me?
Ann! Ann! Get up! Get up! Ann, breathe! Ann, listen to me, breathe!